Welcome to the rabbit hole, a brainwashing odyssey. Hey there, fellow travelers of this wild ride we call reality. First off, let me just say, you're looking great today, probably even glowing with the curiosity of someone who knows that there's more to this world than meets the eye. And guess what? You're absolutely right. So grab your tinfoil hats, just kidding, kinda, because we're about to unravel a tale of brainwashing, fallen angels, secret governments and those little breadcrumbs of enlightenment just waiting for you to pick up. Now, before you go all nah, this is getting too matrixy for me. Hang tight, because today's conversation isn't just your run-of-the-mill conspiracy theorist chatter. We're here to dig deep, laugh a little, maybe cry a bit, but ultimately we're going to challenge that beautiful mind of yours. So buckle up as we get cozy with concepts like freedom teachings, cheilontic science, and the masterminds pulling some pretty hefty strings behind the curtain. What's the deal with the brainwashing program? Let's break the ice. Ever felt like you're living in a world where things just don't add up? That little voice inside you, which by the way is not your Wi-Fi enabled microwave, may be right. There's a system in place, a program if you will, designed to control and manipulate you. Yes, you. And no, we're not just talking about your Netflix algorithm, although side-eye to that too. This brainwashing program is a finely tuned machine, perpetuated by authorities, government, medical experts, economists, scientists, the whole lot. These entities are like the cast of a dark political drama, except they're not reading scripts, they're rewriting yours. But why, you ask? Well, if you think about it, the world we live in is a curated version of reality, filtered through 5 senses, and a good old dose of this is just the way things are. Ask yourself, who benefits from you believing only in what you can see, touch, taste, hear, or smell? Spoiler alert, it's not you. And let's not even get started on extraterrestrials and multi-dimensional beings. Wait, actually, let's get started on that. The bigger picture beyond the 5 senses. Picture this, there are factions, some friendly, some not so much, working behind the scenes of human history like cosmic chess players. From the Zetas to the shady folks pulling strings in what's been called the interior government, there's a whole universe of influences you've been trained to ignore. It's like someone handed you a pair of shades and said, here, wear these. Reality's better this way. And guess what? You believed it. But what if you threw those shades off and squinted a little? What if extraterrestrial life and other forms of intelligence have been a part of the picture since, I don't know, the dawn of human history? Some groups, sure, are all about enlightening humanity, helping us realize our potential as cosmic beings, cue the violins and twinkly stars. But others? They'd rather lock us in a cage of limited perception, exploiting our ignorance for their own gain. And that's the kicker, isn't it? Ignorance. This brainwashing program isn't just about keeping you in line, it's about keeping you asleep, obedient, and just unaware enough to not question who's really running the show. Think of it like this. Ever notice how conversations about alien life, higher dimensions, or even paranormal activity tend to get you those side glances from your friends and family? That's not a coincidence, my friend. That's part of the program. How did we get here? This part's going to sting a little. The brainwashing program didn't happen overnight. It's not some random glitch in the system. It's a well-oiled machine that's been rolling for centuries. We've been taught to adhere to authority, to follow the rules, to question nothing. Who decided that humans are the only intelligent life forms in the universe? Who decided that reality can only be defined by the 5 senses? It wasn't you, was it? These ideas didn't just pop up out of nowhere, they were designed. They were placed in your path to keep you from asking the right questions. Because once you start asking the right questions, things get interesting, real interesting. The official story, the one you've been spoon-fed for your entire life, depends on you not asking about these bigger possibilities. Breaking free individual awareness is the key. All right, so here's the dramatic twist. You don't have to stay stuck in this program. Yeah, I know, plot twist of the century, right? The thing is, you've got a choice. You, dear viewer, are the captain of your own reality ship. You can choose to remain plugged into the matrix, you saw that one coming, or you can start looking within yourself, questioning the very nature of the world around you. I'm not saying you've got to go all Neo and start dodging bullets in slow motion, but it wouldn't hurt to do a little more digging into those things you've been taught to dismiss. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to this: awareness. You can either let the authorities, government, science, media, take your pick, define reality for you, or you can pull yourself out of the fog and start defining it for yourself. But, and this is a big but, it's going to take some courage. People might think you've gone off the deep end. Friends and family might scratch their heads when you start talking about the Zetas and the interior government. And that's okay. Just tell them you're on a quest for the ultimate cosmic truth. Sounds cool, right? Let's wrap this up. So, my fellow buttercups, here's where we leave things for today. You've been handed the keys to a much larger reality, and now it's up to you to unlock that door. Don't take my word for it. Dare to think for yourself. Look within, question the answers you've been given, and start piecing together the puzzle. It's a wild, complicated, messy journey, but man, is it worth it. Thanks for sticking around until the end of this mind-bender of a ride. If you're still hungry for more, and trust me, there's so much more, be sure to check out our other content that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. And hey, if this resonates with you, share it, because nothing shakes the foundations of the status quo quite like a good old collective awakening.